Yeah, you're going into
podcast.
the podcast, brother. Shit, this is good shit.
What you don't know is already recording right now.
I saw him press record.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Strictly Business Podcast. My name is Deron. This is Jay. And today we got Alex Santi in the building.
Appreciate it.
Alex is a day trader and the owner of Alpha Trade Firm.
Yes, sir.
So we brought Alex in. Thank you for coming.
Yo, thank
I
you guys.
appreciate
You
it,
guys.
Alex.
Thank you
So
for
much,
having
bro.
me. Thank you for having me.
Like what I was telling you earlier when we were talking, we all know about the Bugattis, the Lambos, the McLarens, the Ghosts. But we want to talk about the meat and bones, the potatoes of everything, you know, the wins, the losses.
Yeah.
So you could tell us a little bit about the grind.
There's definitely a lot of wins, but a lot of losses. You know, that's what a lot of people don't disclose when it comes to trading. You know, I feel like everybody out here just trying to sell courses and shit to you. Can I curse here?
Yeah, of course.
All right,
bro.
cool. Just making sure.
This is your house,
Making
bro.
sure, man. I'm like the most, unpolitical correct person in the fucking planet. So,
Thank God.
yeah. So I feel like everybody out here is just trying to like sell fucking courses, you know. So they don't show everybody like the losses. They don't show everybody like the real truth behind trading, you know. I'm always very open about, you know, how many losses I take, how much have I lost overall. You know, just like everything in life. You know, every business has its ups, every business has its downs. Trading, you gotta understand, trading gives you the instant gratification, but at the same time, it gives you the instant loss. You know, so you can get instantly paid, but you can get instantly lost. So a lot of people come to us and they're like, you know, on a daily basis, people are like, man, I want to get into trading. And I'm like, why you want to get into trading? And you know, like 99% of the time, it's just like, oh, I want to make more money. I'm not making money. I'm not making enough money right now. Or, you know, I'm in a tough situation with money and then I want to make more money for my family. And I'm like, trading ain't going to fix that. Trading's going to make you go broke. Trading is not something that you go to fix your financial situation. Trading is something that you go to when you already have a set, stable financial situation, and then you're looking for something extra to go to, and then you get into trading. You know, because trading, for you to get to a certain point, a certain level in trading, you're going to have to take a lot of losses. And then those losses are going to come with lessons. And then once you learn those lessons is when you actually start making money in trading. But if you're a person that can't even afford your rent right now, you know, and you're buying all these courses to learn how to trade, trading is going to put you in a deficit. You know, it's going to put you in a really bad spot. So that's why, like, you know.
Yeah. And let me ask you a question. When did you start? How long you been in the game?
I started in 2019.
Okay.
Like the year right before COVID, I started fucking around with this app called Robinhood. I'm sure you guys heard of it. Yeah.
Did you get in because of GameStop?
No. I was like, this is like way before the GameStop situation.
Okay.
Yeah, I started getting in, and then you know, I was fucking around, like just buying like, you know, Apple, like the common stocks, you know, like Tesla, shit like that. Then from there, you know, I wasn't making any money. I was just learning how to use the app, and then from there, like I think 2020 was when COVID hit. Was it 2020? Yeah, 2020 COVID hit. At that time, I already had a trucking business, and the trucking business was doing really, really bad. So I closed the whole fucking trucking business down, and then I dedicated myself to full trading.
You sold all the trucks and then you
No, instead I just closed it down. It was like they're all owner operators, so they had their own trucks. So I was just like, I'm not doing this no more. You know, I had a couple money, you know, decent amount of money saved up. Like, you know, it wasn't millions, but you know, good enough.
What were the first stocks that you kind of like started like looking into?
Shit, I started day trading Tesla. I started day trading Apple, and I started day trading Amazon. Those are my favorite stocks.
Yo, so check this out. When you say day trading, what is that exactly? Like, because, for example, me, I'll buy some crypto and I'll let it sit. So I'm considered like a hodler. Like, I'm going to just let it ride, you know, and then 2-3 years I'll pull out. What's the day trading?
Yeah, so when you do something like that, you're investing.
Gotcha.
So everybody's like, oh, I do stocks. Okay, what do you do with stocks, though? Because it could be either you're investing in stocks or you're day trading stocks. Day trading and investing is completely two different animals. Investing, you're going to buy Tesla, you're going to buy Amazon, you're going to buy Apple, and you're going to let it sit there for a little while, and then hopefully it goes up, and, you know, you hold it, and you're looking for a long-term return on your money.
Yeah.
Day trading, you're looking for an instant return on your money or instant loss. So you're looking for an intraday loss or win on a daily basis. You're moving a lot larger volume. That means that you are buying usually using leverage, right? So let's say I put 100 grand into a trading account, which, by the way, if to day trade, you need 25,000 or more in an institution here in the U.S.
Oh,
So
shit. I didn't know
you
that.
put 25,000 or more into a stockbroker, like I used Fidelity back in the day, and then they're gonna give you like 1 to 2 leverage. So you probably have like, you can buy up to like 50 grand worth of stock with those 25,000.
So
Right?
what 1 to 2 leverage, what does that mean?
Think about it like a loan. Like
Gotcha.
you put 25,000, they'll give you an extra 25,000. You got 50,000.
Got
you know?
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
some brokers even do up to 4 intraday, which is crazy. That means that your 25,000 will really be 100,000.
Yeah.
But what does that mean, right? Think about it. Your initial cash is 25, right? Your initial cash in is 25. But now you got leverage. So now you're playing, let's say, with 1 to 4. Now you're playing with 100 grand. Cool. If you lose 25% of 100 grand, you lose all your money. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're playing with 100 grand. I was leveraging the fuck out. I was putting 150, 200 grand, and I was playing with like 600, 700. Like, it was crazy shit.
Let me take it from the beginning. How, like, for somebody that doesn't have the 25 racks, like, how'd you get the 25 racks? How'd you, like?
That's what I mean. So you know, that's why I'm always truthful with people. Like, I already had an established business. You know, I first of all, you know, it wasn't like I grew up rich or I had money. You know, like, you know, I came here from Cuba when I was fucking 7 years old. You know, I got here from Cuba. My parents, you know, brought me to this country. My dad was a truck driver. My mom, stay-at-home wife. She's still, to this day, a stay-at-home wife. You know, my dad helps me out with the trucks. But, you know, none of them ever became wealthy, not even, I would say not even considered middle class, because I would consider middle class somebody who has more than 25,000 or 50,000 in the bank account. That's like middle class, right? You're considered, you know, above.
In the bank, not year, yeah.
Yeah, in the bank, not making a year, because a lot of people can make 50 grand a year, but be broke, right? So, like, I'm talking about middle class is somebody who has like 50,000, 25,000, 100,000 maybe, you know, in the bank account. That's considered middle class. Once you're, you know, and considered, like, I think for me, rich or whatever the fuck, you know, it's $1 million, $2 million, $3 million in the bank account, you're considered then rich, right? My parents never fucking had anywhere near like fucking 15 grand in the bank account, you know? So growing up, it wasn't like, you know, I had somebody to fucking give me shit, you know? I started working at my first job at 16, 17 at Robex Juice. It was like a Jamba Juice type of thing here in Miami.
Was that a mall? At a mall somewhere?
Nah, shit. It was right then. I think it was like a Hialeah or some shit.
You were born and raised in Miami?
Yeah. No. I was born in Cuba. I came when I was 7.
Yeah. Oh, so.
Yeah, and then like at 17, I got my first job. It was like a Robex Juice, right? So from there, I was there for 6 months. Then I went to Best Buy, you know, because I was like, damn, I want to work with tech. I want to work with, like, you know, I'm fucking young, and I'm like, I want to work. Motherfuckers put me in the appliance department. I was like, fuck. You know, I don't know shit about appliances. I was
toasters and shit.
Selling toasters and shit. Laundry. So I bullshit my way out of there. Like, I was like, people would come like, what's the difference between this fucking dishwasher and dishwasher? I'm like, fuck. Let me read the thing and then see which one's different, you know?
I know as much as you.
Yeah. I don't know shit. Then from there, you know, I went to work for you know, I was looking for a commission job. You know, one thing about me was like, I was always looking for sales. You know, like something that's gonna pay me commission, because I knew very early on that, you know, the way to make money wasn't by trading time. You know, it wasn't by trading a salary, right? Like, salary wasn't gonna get me anywhere. So I was looking for now a job that was gonna get me some type of commission. You know, and then that's when I went into one of my boys, hey, come into Sprint. So I worked for Sprint for a little bit. That was one of my longest jobs. It was for like 2 years, working commissions, fucking killed it, murdered it. You know, making good money. I was fucking 19 at the time, you know. From there, I moved on to other jobs. So I have like Verizon. Then from there, I went to like American Express. My last job was, I was 23 years old. That was my last job. And I was at Bank of America. You know, I worked at Bank of America for like a year.
A teller?
No, I was a personal banker.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah, so I worked in Bank of America. At that time, I already had saved up some money, and then I worked, before that, I worked for American Express, so I was making good money at American Express. And I worked for the black card department at American Express. That was like a crazy experience, because like, it humbles you, you know? To this day, I've always been humbled by that job, because like everybody's like, yo, you do this and this and this. And it's so crazy to them, you know, my lifestyle. And I'm like, bro, I don't go fuck, honestly. Like, I'm just a kid with money. Like, I just want to, you know, like, I thank God every day. I'm grateful for what I have. And it's not that I'm ungrateful. You know, I'm very grateful for everything God's given me. But I just don't pay attention to money like that. I have no fucking respect for it. You know, because I know that money is nothing. I make it, we spend it, we fucking have fun. Because I've seen real motherfuckers on American Express Black Card, bro. I was seeing like motherfuckers spend 3 mil, 4 or 5 mil a month, and pay it. I saw 19 mil one time in a month. When you see that humbles you for the rest of your life, because no matter how much money you get, until you don't get to your highest point, like until I don't get to the level where that guy where I'm that guy that was spending 19 mil 1 month. I'm not there.
That's your inspiration.
Yeah, that's my inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Like, once I pay American Express bill and I'm like, I paid 19 mil 1 month, that's when I'm gonna be like, oh shit, I made it. You know? So jobs like that humble you, you know, and that's why it's very important for people to understand, like, 9-to-5s are not supposed to deteriorate you. They're supposed to build you, build character, build ethics, build habits, so that the day that you do have your own business, you don't go to shit. Because everybody thinks that once you have your own business, you can just chill at home and do nothing. And that's like one of the furthest things from the truth. So yeah, from there, all those jobs, they built me to who I am, and then I started trading. You know, a couple of years later, I started the trucking. So like everybody thinks that's like trading is like, oh shit, you know, you can get started with trading with zero money.
You gotta
Back
have
then,
25K.
yeah, back then you know you couldn't. Now you could though, which is the crazy part. I'll explain to you how you could now, which is, you know, one of the things I do is that we have a funding company, right? So now there's this thing called an evaluation company, which is like a prop.
Okay.
So now you have zero money, right? Like you guys want to start trading right now. You have zero money. You're like, I have, well, not zero money, but you have like, let's say you have a couple $1,000 and you're like, you know, I want to get into trading. So now you go to a company like ours, like Alpha Trader, and let's say you want 100K. You buy the challenge, it's going to cost you, let's say $800, $500, right? And you pass stage 1, stage 2, given is a hard evaluation because we're going to give you, right, an account for you to trade on. So we want to see how good you are, right?
Got it.
Yeah, it's a demo account, right? Because it's obviously we want to see how good you are. And then you get funded. Once you get funded, whatever you make on that demo account on the funded stage, you literally get to keep. We pay you out.
Wow.
Yeah. So now you can
That's
literally
great for
make money.
both.
Yeah. So now you get to keep money. Now you can get to make money without having like 25,000, you know, on your account. So now the company that we have is giving traders an opportunity to make money without having that 25,000, 30,000 that most institutions, you know, require of you.
So you're basically recruiting traders,
right.
looking for guys that may have potential. They may have the eye. They just don't have the money.
Exactly.
And if they do well, then you make money. They make money.
Everybody makes money. Yep.
That's giving me Wolf of Wall Street vibes. Like you're kind of like
That's my favorite movie.
Deron wants to know where he can sign up.
You know what I'm saying? You see me, bro? Hey, yo. So let's take it back real quick. So like, all right. So day trading, right? Walk us through a day. Like,
Right.
walk us through the beginning. Like once you started seeing, like the
Yeah.
first step. The first step.
Shit, day trading. So day trading. What really got me hooked, bro, was in 2020 when the whole COVID shit happened. I was scared, right? Obviously, I'm like, the trucking thing is doing bad, so I'm gonna dedicate myself to day trading. I started fucking around with heavier money, you know. Like before the year before, I was playing with Robinhood. Now I'm playing on Fidelity. Now I'm playing on Thinkorswim. I'm playing on like a little bigger, big boy institutions, you know. And then I'm like, I gotta put big boy money if I want to make some money. So I'll put 100 grand, and then I will be making like 2-3 grand a day. And I'm like, oh shit, this is good money. And then one day, news came out. I was in the trade, and I hit 21K, and I'll never forget that shit. I was like, what the fuck, is this real? I was like, oh my God. So I got freaked out. So I literally like, I closed all my trades, and then I remember like letting the balance like update for like a day or two and just letting it sit there. I didn't trade. And I'm like, I don't know if this money's mine. So I'm just gonna chill. Because I don't know how margin works.
yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know if that really money's like half of them belongs to them, half of them is mine. I don't know how this shit works. So I let it sit for 2 days. After 2 days, I called Fidelity. I'm like, hey, what's up? Can I withdraw this? They're like, yeah, your trades are good. I'm like, okay, so this money's mine. Yeah. I'm like, all right, I don't trust them, so I'm still gonna withdraw it. So I withdrew them. I waited 2 days to see if they put like a negative balance on my account or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, this money's mine. I put it right back and I continued trading. And I was like, that was like inspirational for me because I made 20K in 1 day. And then after that, I just fucking.
That's the first W that you felt.
Yeah, I was like, wow. Like, I mean, before that, I would make like 1,000, 2,000 and stuff like that. But that was like my first big win that I was like, damn, man, like this could be a game changer. You know?
And if from my understanding, when you put a trade in, you're betting on it to go up or down.
Right,
Is
you
that
can
what it
short.
is?
You can short the trade, which means you're betting essentially that it's gonna go down, or you can buy the trade, you know, or long the trade, which means that essentially you're betting that it's gonna go up.
Okay.
So you can do.
I don't want you to give us all your secrets because I know you have, you know.
Yeah.
But like, what do you look in a company? Like when you're looking into a company, what do you look for? Or when you're looking at the chart, what are you looking for?
Yeah. So right now, so I switched over from stocks to trading gold. So I trade gold right now. That's my main thing. So now instead of looking at 3, 4, 5 stocks, now I just trade gold. So I just stick with gold. So now what I do is I'm looking for how the U.S. dollar is going to react. Ooh. Because gold is backed by the U.S. dollar, right? Like you have gold versus the U.S. dollar. So I'm looking at specifically.
Is it versus?
Yes,
It's
versus.
not. It's not. Yeah. Okay. I was about to say. Yeah.
So that means that if, for example, I'll give you an example. Tomorrow, we're about to have possibly rate cuts. Okay.
That's for
so
the, okay.
rate cuts happen. You know, the dollar becomes volatile, which means that let's say the dollar goes down, then you have gold go up. If the dollar goes up, then you have gold go down. So that's so all you have to. I like it because all you have to focus on is what is the dollar gonna do, and then I know what gold is gonna do.
And gold passed 2,500, right?
Yeah, it's an all-time high right now. It's insane. It's like fucking.
You know, I don't know too much about it, but what I do know is that I feel like gold's gonna skyrocket right now because I feel that the dollar is gonna crash. It's my personal opinion.
Yep.
I'm not, you know, just from the crypto world. This is what they talk about.
Right.
And they said it's gonna drop. It's gonna drop because there's hyperinflation right now. So everybody's taking out their money to put it into gold.
Yep.
Right.
That's exactly what's happening. Yep.
Taking out the money from crypto and putting it in
No,
gold?
taking out their money in general.
from
and
liquidity
just
from the
putting it in-
the US dollar. So like what's happening is exactly what you said, right? So like everybody's kind of panicking right now.
Yeah.
Obviously there's a lot of tension when it comes to the election. There's a lot of tension going on in the US economy. Interest rates are high. Inflation is going down, but still they want to control it a little more. So what happens is people will take money from circulation and they put it into two things. They put it into gold or they put it into crypto. So when they put it into crypto, obviously crypto blows up. When they put it into gold, obviously gold goes up. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yo, bro, hopefully crypto snaps off like it's supposed to. What do you think? I don't want to get too much into crypto, but what do you think as far as like Bitcoin versus gold, as far as like asset?
There's a huge correlation. There's a huge correlation because those are the safe havens for investors to go to once the dollar's crashing. So there's a huge correlation between Bitcoin and gold. If you see, usually when like bad things happen, like in the economy, you're gonna see two things go up: gold and Bitcoin. So there's a huge correlation. But I think Bitcoin is right now, possibly gonna retrace a little bit, and then what's gonna happen is it's gonna continue making highs and highs. Bitcoin's always been going up. So now it hit the last low that it did, major low that it did, it was 15,000. And then after 15,000, it went to like almost 70.
Yeah.
So it might do another retracement before the election and then shoot up back up at the election. Like it depends who wins the election and all that shit, There's a lot of factors that go into it.
And as far as like the graph, I know from just like dabbling, like nowhere, I'm not an expert at all. I just kind of like your Robinhood days. That's how me in crypto right now. When you look at the graph, do you know those signals? Do you know like, you know?
I mean, I just go based on
How'd you learn
price
that?
action most of the time. So like price action is king, right? Like I don't use a lot of indicators. I use price action. Price action means like you're looking at higher time frames, lower time frames, candle confirmations, candle formations, price formations, which means like double bottoms, double tops. You just basically the naked chart. That's my main thing. Then my second thing is like maybe I'll use the 50 moving average. You can throw in a lot of crypto guys use the 50 moving average.
What's a 50?
It's a moving average that shows you the last 50 days of where price might be headed towards. So it could be used in crypto, it could be used in gold, it could be used in stocks, it could be used in everything.
And how long do you set your trades for? Just like
Man, shit, I trade. I hate to babysit trades. Like I'm impatient these days.
in and out.
I fucking like to be in and out. Like I'll get on a trade and then maybe I'll sit there for like 15 minutes to 30 minutes.
Damn, I was thinking like a day.
No,
Holy
no.
shit.
Like 15 to 30 minutes. The max I'll babysit a trade for will be like maybe an hour, 2 hours, max.
So you bet on it that it's gonna go up, and then you just
Yeah, I put my stop loss. If my stop loss gets hit, then I just walk away and I go to sleep. So whatever, whatever I gotta do.
So this is at night.
Sometimes sometimes I trade at night. Sometimes I trade during the day. So it depends on how the cycle of the market is moving right now, right? It depends how my life cycle is moving too right now, right? I'll be running into Jay at Kiki's and I'm like placing trades, you know?
heard.
So it depends, like how I'm trading. Like for me, if the market starts moving a lot more at night, I just switch my patterns and I start trading more at night.
But walk us through your day. Like, what's your day like tomorrow? Since tomorrow you think that something's gonna happen, what would you do tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'll be up at 7. In the morning I'll be up at 7 in the morning. Then I'm gonna start looking at how the market's moving from the night before. What happened during Asia, what happened during London session, and I'm start analyzing. And then I'm gonna wait for the news to come out, and then I'm gonna react to it. Yeah, the news
You've been
comes out.
looking at
Right
what's happening on the other side of the world, bro. It's all correlated. Wow.
Yeah. Because you have to look at, so one thing about like, let's say like Forex or when you're trading gold, indices, things like that, right? You have to understand that it's not like the stock market in the US that is only like, from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. No, like it's open over there on the other side of the world, which is crazy.
And it's gold, so everybody wants it.
Everybody wants it, bro. Everybody wants that shit. So it's wild,
Damn,
bro.
bro. That's huge, bro.
So we already know that 21K was your most memorable gain because that was the first one. What about your most memorable loss?
I think some of my most memorable losses have been at Kiki's. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, facts.
But shout out to Sandra.
yeah, Sandra's the queen.
Yeah, but no, I mean my most memorable loss was 700K in one day. Obviously, this came I think it was what Mike was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago. Yeah, fucking middle of a hurricane. I think it was like a hurricane that hit Naples.
Yeah, the West Coast.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if you remember that hurricane that shredded everything over there
Yeah,
apart.
yeah.
All right, so that hurricane, when it was passing through here, I was in the middle of a trade. And man, I went against all my rules, no stop loss. I kept scaling in the trade. You know, I already had, so confidence is a bitch, you know? Because I already had taken that account. I deposited $300K in that account. I already had the account almost at $1 million. It was like a 900 something K, you know, before that happened. And I basically went and I put no stop loss. I kept skating in the trade. I kept putting sells. Gold kept shooting up. And it was the craziest thing I've seen gold do. Like, gold was shooting up $20 a day.
This was 2 years ago. Okay.
Yeah, it was like the most insane thing I've ever seen. And then it was during this fucking hurricane. So I'm in my house. At that time, I was with my baby mother, and I was like, I gotta go. She's like, where you going? In the middle of a hurricane? I gotta go to the office. I can't fucking be home right now. Like, I gotta be like, you locked in. Like, I gotta do my thing. And I went to the office, and you see like the fucking palm trees moving. It was like some shit out of a movie, bro. It reminded me of the movie like The Big Short, like, but backwards. I'm the fucking loser, you know?
Yeah.
I was like freaking the fuck out. I went to the office, and then I'm looking at the trades, and I'm like, oh shit, man, negative 500,000, negative 600,000, and then I'm like, all right. So at this point, I have a decision to make. I either lose the whole account or I start back at zero, basically. So because remember, I already had deposited 300K in the account. I took it to almost $1 million. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'll just lose everything I've made the last 4 months. And I fucking closed it. It was the most painful thing on the planet. I was
What'd
like,
you do after?
oh my God. Yeah.
You doubled down.
I doubled down. I went to Kiki's. I'm like, if I'm gonna lose all the fucking way.
Yeah, do it all the way.
I was like, man, it was rough. It was a rough. I'd say it took me almost a month to get over it. Yeah, like mentally, it took me. It was very stressful. Like not stressful. I was kind of like in a shock. So you know, I don't get stressed no more when it comes to that shit like that. I've lost so much money and made so much money that at this point it's just like, fuck it, it is what it is. Let God decide. But yeah, I think like Mike was there. I remember like it was like, bro, you can see my eyes. I was just like, yo, I just lost 700 grand. I was like, I was gone. I was mentally gone for like a month. I took a month off of trading and then I came back slowly into trading. But it taught me a big lesson. It's never happened again. Trust me. It taught me a big lesson. You know, it taught me a big lesson to always follow your rules, no matter how confident you are in your trades, because you never know where the market will turn on you. So it was just a black swan event. I remember something happened in the Middle East at that time, and it was like black swan events. Those events are not scheduled in. Like for example, tomorrow's rate cuts are scheduled in, like 8:30. Some guys gonna come talk. This was like some shit that just came out of the blue. You know, like boom.
Do you think it's when the United States pulled out of Afghanistan?
I think so.
Was it? I'm trying to think.
That sounds
2
like
years.
right around the time.
What happened that?
Yeah.
Something happened
Had to
around
be
that
that.
time. Yeah, something happened. It was like literally like around that hurricane. So I was like, I remember it's the damn hurricane. And I was like, what a hurricane. What a fucking hurricane.
It's called
Like,
a blender, bro.
The hurricane didn't hit Miami, but it definitely hit me.
On your Instagram, I see you talk a lot about the rules, and you brought it up now. I wanted to ask you about it. So, by the way, Alex's Instagram is great. You got to go check him out. Alex Santi, he gives great tips about trading, life, and I see you do it big on there.
Yep.
But what are the rules?
The rules of trading. Shit. I mean, it all depends on your comfortability with trading. But for me, I set a time that I'm trading. So I set from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. I don't take more than 1 or 2 trades a day. I don't risk more than 3 to 4% per trade. And if I set a goal myself on a monthly scale of making 22%, which is 1% on every day of working day, right? So I have those rules set up for myself. Like that, let's say I hit 6% one day, the next day I hit 5%, I'm already up 11%, it's been 2 days, I got the rest of the month. I tone it down and I slow it down, you know? And then the rest of the month is cake. Why? Because everybody looks at day trading on a daily basis. They don't look at it on a monthly basis. You know, like name me a business that you can make 20 to 50 to 100% a month. Right? Like unless you're selling fucking dope.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, unless you're selling dope, you know,
But what's
legally,
riskier?
What?
What's riskier?
Fuck, I think trading is riskier, bro.
Really?
I think, monetarily, trading. Obviously, you know, selling dope has more, you know, ramifications and stuff like that, obviously, than trading. But just trust me, like trading is definitely riskier.
Unless you're doing what the Wolf of Wall Street guy was doing.
Unless you're doing that, yeah. Shout out Jordan Belfort.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's unless you know you understand, like you put 100 grand into an account and you can make comfortably, you know, easily 20% a month.
Yo,
Easy.
And a quick question to bring it back to what you do. If somebody wanted to start with the challenge, where can they go?
AlphaTraderFirm.com. AlphaTraderFirm.com. They go in there. You choose what size of the challenge you want to take. There's all the rules are there because obviously the challenges have rules, and then from those rules, you follow the rules, and as long as you follow the rules, you go to the end. Whatever you make, you're gonna get paid out 100%.
And they put all their real information, or they trade under like a fake name or something?
No, all the real information.
So you might see Deron sign
I'm definitely gonna see this guy. I'll be like,
Don't be surprised if tonight.
Mark, write his name down. Make sure he gets blacklisted. As soon as he comes in, blacklist him.
He actually might be pretty good.
No, yeah.
He's made some crypto trades out there that have made some money.
Yeah.
Let's not get into that.
I mean, we want good traders. We want good traders.
Like what I've been learning lately was just the graphs to be able to, and I
graphs.
got into meme coins.
Don't get into that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's degenerate.
Yeah, don't do
That's
that. Don't do that.
degenerate
That's like,
trading,
look,
bro.
you just go to the Hard Rock, bro. Just go play blackjack.
Man.
You know, it's the same
I
shit.
could play
It is, right?
Yeah, if you're gonna get into meme degenerate coins, just go to the fucking Hard Rock and
Meme
play some
trading
blackjack.
is like you create a coin, and then let's say you get 10 of your homies to put money into it, it skyrockets, and then everybody starts putting in, and then you pull out.
That sounds illegal.
Yeah. Sounds like pump and dump. Deron's into pump and dump crypto.
Yeah. Fuck.
But I'm not. I have a rule: 20, 10 bucks. 20 is my max.
Yeah.
10 is like my 50%.
I've had a lot of students that came from crypto that I've had a student once that turned 50,000 into 1.3. Remember that student, that guy one time? And you know what the problem with crypto guys is? They make money too fast, and they don't understand that that's not normal. You know, like when you day trade, you have to literally work your ass off every single day consistently to make money. When you get money through crypto, you make 100% in one day, 200% in one day. I've seen it. It's insane. 1,000% in one day. You know, it's like they don't respect it, right? I'm like, you don't understand that, bro. You'll be doing that one day, and the next day you're gonna be working at McDonald's. And sure enough, we have two guys. One didn't do it through crypto. One did it to Tesla. Fucking murked it, right? I think he turned like what 100K, 200K to 1 point something, 1.6. I was like, yo, Mike is trying. I was like, yo, tell him to close that shit out. Tell him to just that's it. Like, get the gains. Nah, it's gonna go up. Blah, 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 blah. Lost it all. Went back to work wherever the fuck he was working at. Then the other guy comes to me. He's like, hey Alex, I don't know what to do, bro. He's one of my students. He's like, yo, I just made, you just turned 100K to 1.2, 1.3. I'm like, yo, so you're already up fucking down near 1,200% on your investment. Like, that's it. It's time to pull out.
Yeah.
Oh, but I believe that very strongly you can go to the moon. I'm like, crypto might go to the fucking moon, bro, but you're gonna fucking crash and burn.
Yeah, of course.
You're not gonna be on that ship. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So literally 2 months later, he hits me up. He's like, I got 600K left. Another 2-3 months later, he hits me up. He's like, I lost it all.
Damn.
I'm like, you see, like, it's not worth it. Like, you don't understand your risk to reward. You gotta understand that, like, that's just not. It's not that it's not real, but the correlation of percentages coming back, it's insane, man. You know, day trading is a little more takes. I'm not downplaying the skills in crypto, but day trading takes a little more work, you know, than just gambling with cryptos and shit like that.
And with that being said, what is like your number one advice for not only your students but other day traders or people gonna get into it?
Shit, honestly, you know, my advice now would be different than my advice 2 years ago. My advice now would be different than 3 years ago. You know, my advice now to the person I am today would be like, I run into a lot of people that have been trading for 4 or 5 years and are still not successful. And the reason why they're not successful is their daily habits. You know, I've been working on my daily habits for the past 2 years. I think now I've been working very hard at it. I don't drink, even though I see Jay. You know, we run it up at Kiki's all the time, but I don't drink. I don't do drugs. You know, I don't know what to tell you, but just eliminating vices from your life. You know, whether it's women, drugs, drinking, all that shit. That, believe it or not, affects a lot your trading. You know, because anything that affects your mentality, anything that fogs your memory, anything that fogs your self-development is going to destroy your life. You know, like my number one thing was like, you know, getting closer to God, believing more in God, getting closer to self-development, getting closer to, you know, just becoming a better person overall every single day. And a lot of people don't understand that. Like, they see the cars, you know, they see the materialistic stuff, you know, the Richard Mills, the Ferraris, this, that, and it's like, behind all that is, I think I get all that because I'm so grateful for every single step that I had. I would hate to fucking wake up tomorrow and somebody had me $10 billion or $100 billion. Believe it or not, a lot of people here will be happy. They'll be like, oh, fuck. I say, me, I would fucking hate it. I would hate it because there will be no fucking memories. There will be no experiences. There will be no, do you remember this time? Like I was just in Turks and Caicos with my boys that I grew up with since high school. Like literally we've known each other since I was 13 years old. And, the experience of one of them telling me like, man, I remember when you told me this shit, you were going to do this shit one day. And I'm like, you actually fucking did it. That itself is insane. That itself is like, you feel some type of gratitude. You feel something inside of you that you never felt in your entire life. You know what I'm saying? Like when working for like my cameraman that he's been working with me for like what, 5 years, 6 years now. He's seen me go from this car or this experience to that experience. And for Father's Day, that day actually for Turks, he was with us, we took his baby, we took his wife. Those are the moments that are really worth the money. It's not cars, it's not the richer meals, it's not the materialistic shit. So people don't understand that it's like, fuck, just having a bunch of money, somebody giving you a bunch of money ain't gonna fucking solve your issues. If you can't find inner happiness in what you do every single day, if you can't find inner happiness within you, no amount of money is gonna solve that for you. I know motherfuckers that are billionaires that are miserable as fuck. I know motherfuckers that are millionaires that are close to killing themselves, right? And it's not about the money. I'm telling you, money doesn't solve your issues. Money, if anything, is gonna amplify whatever issues you have. Because if you have money and you don't self-develop yourself, if you don't work on yourself,
and keeping a great circle.
Yeah, keeping a great circle. You know what I'm saying? Like I hang around with people. I try to hang around with people, that built me, that helped me build. You know what I'm saying? Like people that are gonna put me in the right path. I don't hang out with people like fucking doing drugs constantly, drinking constantly. It's not like I don't have those friends. It's cool. Like I go to the club and we're surrounded by like 10 girls, all my boys. We're having fun. I'm not judging. I'm not there to be like, oh, you're drinking. Trust me, I love drinking. I just control it. I just don't drink. I just choose not to.
And that's crazy. Growing up and living the most of your life in Miami, bro, and just being able to separate.
Yeah. But you know what it is though? Like I feel like people like when they're like, oh, I want to stop drinking, they stop going out. They all of a sudden stay home, and they don't understand that is the reason why you go back to drinking, because what the human craves is socialism. Right? Like you crave to socialize with your friends, you crave to hang out, to do this, stuff like that. If you stay at home, right, you start craving socializing, but you don't realize that. So then you start looking for, oh, maybe what I really need is to drink, right? So then I go out, bro. I'm out every night.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm out to either, to eat with my boys, I go out with Wes or whatever. We go eat, we post up, we talk shit. All we talking about is making money and fucking making moves.
Yeah, exactly.
And then if I gotta go to, party, I go to party, no problem. But you'll see me there. I'll pay the tab, fucking 4 or 5 bottles. I don't give a fuck. Have fun. Everybody else have fun, great. And then I'll go home. 2 in the morning, I'm on my way home. So
that's discipline.
Yeah.
That's straight discipline.
And the more, okay, how do you when you go to the gym, right? Like how does your muscles grow?
Progressive overload, going to the gym, consistency.
Exactly, right? Like constantly putting yourself in the distress. Okay, that's how your body grows. Your body, your mind, everything. Your mind and body will not grow unless you put yourself constantly in stress. Right? So this is the same way. How are you gonna stop drinking if you don't put yourself in an environment where everybody else is drinking and you're not drinking? How are you gonna stop doing drugs when you're gonna put yourself in an environment that like party scenes and stuff like that, and then you choose to say no? Every time you say no to drugs and drinking, you become stronger. There's actually a part of your brain that grows every time you do something, every time you choose to do something that you don't want to do. Like every time that you, let's say you don't want to work out, right? And you choose to work out, there's a small part of your brain that grows. We'll look it up later what it's called. So choose to do what you don't want to do every single day. And that's the uncomfortable part that people don't want to do. Because like everything in life that's correlated to growth, whether it's like the gym, trading, entrepreneurship. Okay, think about the best entrepreneurships, right? Those are the ones that have failed the most.
Yeah.
I've had probably like over 9 to 10 businesses throughout my life. And like I'd say out of 9, 8 have failed. Right? And then 2 are successful. Like that's just how life is, right? How many, like if you have to go through breakups, right? Like I'm the guy that has gone through like 8 breakups, you know what I'm saying? 9, 10 breakups. That 11th one he's gonna know what to do. He's like, I'm not gonna take the girl back. I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna do this.
He's learned by putting himself in the fire.
Exactly. That's how people learn. So when people are like, oh, the fucking girl broke up with me, I'm like, fuck, good. Like I was talking to my boy the other day, I'm like, yo, if my girl does, I'm like, I hope she fucking does, bro. I hope she fucking does. You know why? Because that's when I'm gonna put the fucking fire in you to fucking go to the gym, to get your shit together, and do all the stuff you gotta do.
I got good news for you.
All right,
If anybody
tell me.
gives you $10 billion, you give it to me. I'll take it to Medellin and I'll make memories for both of us.
Shit. I'll be there next week.
I'll
be there next week.
You're
You're gonna be there with Jordan?
Oh,
Brother. Oh, shit.
I'm gonna fly in on Saturday.
No.
Hopefully with 10 Bs. Let me know.
Oh, shit. I'll let you know if somebody
And
offers
I
me
will
money.
make plenty of memories. You don't have to worry about it. All right, well, Alex, thanks for coming by. Thanks for
sure.
putting us
Real,
on
brother.
game.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Don't be
bro.
surprised
you
if you
guys.
got a user, Deron,
Listen, can I
Body
sign up right
Guru
now? Just
tonight.
get my information right now.
Block him. Blacklist him from Alpha.
I'm a degenerate. No, I'm just kidding.
50
All right,
lots.
thank you.
Hey, guys,
Ready.
make sure to subscribe, like
yeah.
the video, comment. I'll see you guys on the
And
next one.
Alex's Instagram.
Oh, yes, we're putting Alex's Instagram right here. We're going to put the website that I'll be visiting right now to sign up.
Where do they find you? Where should they look?
Say Mr. Alex Santi at Instagram, and then the company alphatradefirm.com.
All right, sounds good.
So-
You want to trade? You know where to go.
Let's do it.